here from Sunnyside Studios, and today's episode is extra exciting because we'll be turning my art into something real and fluffy, like a rug. And today's video is all possible thanks to Claw Lab for sending me their tufting kit, everything I need to make a rug, from a tufting gun to a frame to all the fabrics and thread that I need. So today I'll be turning one of my favorite illustrations, the croissant cat, into a rug. So interesting fact, I've actually been into tufting before a few years back. This is actually one of the pieces I made using hand tufting needles. And as you can see on the back, every stitch is hand tufted. And this was a gift for my lovely boyfriend back then for his birthday. But this piece actually took me quite a few days and quite a few tries to get it right because I was using my hand thread by thread, so it took quite a long time. But today, Claw Lab's H1 Tufting Gun made it all possible for any beginner who has no experience with tufting before to make a rug really conveniently and easily without any trouble. And I will be bringing you guys along with me on this really fun journey. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's start by building the tufting frame. Claw Lab actually includes a really clear manual, so setup was surprisingly easy and really satisfying to follow along. The frame is quite wide, which is great since it can handle all kinds of rug sizes, but it did take up my whole table. And all I had to do afterwards was follow the steps on the manual, add the 8 nails, and that was it. Finally, I rolled on the fabric and the frame was ready to use. It's like building IKEA furniture. Like in the beginning, you may feel a bit overwhelmed with all the parts you're given, but once you actually build it, you feel so accomplished that you're like, wow, I made this, and that was easier than I thought. So there's been a slight change of plans. So I was gonna do it on my dining table, which is like an extendable IKEA table. However, the table I had from IKEA was actually too thick for this clutch, so it wouldn't even like lock in. So I had to move to my study room where my table is a bit thinner. So we're on my study table now, and they have a clear sign saying loosen and tighten. So all you have to do is spin this and it will perfectly tighten to my table. The frame is also super safe. There's no open nails, just tension adjustments that keep your fabric really nice and tight. 4 times counterclockwise. And yeah, before we get started, let's do a little unboxing of the tufting gun, which is what I'm most excited about. Ooh. Oh my god, the case looks so nice. It looks like a headphone case. Look. What's in here? This looks so clean. I love how everything is so sleek compared to the traditional tufting guns, which are like way bigger and there's a lot of metal. If I'm gonna be honest, you know what feeling this gives me? It's either like a Dyson hairdryer or like a water gun, which honestly feels very nostalgic and familiar. I love how it feels in my hand. So we're all plugged in. It is a USB-C charger, goes straight into the wall, and we have a ton of cords here, so even if you're a bit far away from your power outlet, it's no problem. And here we have a little guard here for the needles so no one gets hurt. I almost forgot, so before I start tufting, I actually need to sketch out my design onto this fabric right here. I see a lot of people who use like a projector to project their design directly on that, and since I don't have a projector that has that function, I'm just going to sketch it on with my bare hand. I'm just believing in my artistic abilities. So I already made like a simplified color block version of the croissant cat, so there's not too many color choices, more manageable when I'm choosing yarns, and it is just easier to process when I'm working with non-digital mediums. Designed the H1 kit to make tufting really accessible. Whether you're a total beginner or running a small studio, it is lightweight, only 550 grams, so it doesn't tire you out. And on the back of the gun here, I can adjust my tufting speed. So on the guide, it says it suggests 3 to 4 stitches per second. And like you can see, the LED will change color as I rotate the wheel. So one thing I forgot to show you guys is that I actually bought more yarn than what they give me because I was looking to do a specific design of a croissant cat, which is unfortunately a lot of shades of warm colors. So I ordered these from Hobby, and the Claw Lab was really kind enough to reimburse these for me so that I can make my dream rug design. So yeah, I think these yarns are very beautiful. So at this point, I realized something really crucial, which is that the yarn I bought was actually too thin, even though it said 8x8. So that's why you see a lot of loose strands or like messy threads over here. If you do use Claw Lab's provided yarn, this will not happen, and the yarn will be much fluffier and fuller. This one was just too thin from where I got it from, which was my mistake, but at this point it was too late, so I had to go through with it. We finally finished tufting. It took around 2-3 hours. So here's a note I like to add. So in their whole package, the only thing they're missing from making a complete rug is glue. So they don't provide any kind of glue. So I'm using this tacky clear glue I have in my home already. So hopefully this tacky glue, I can kind of paint it on the back and then glue the anti-slip mat afterwards. After 4 hours of hard work, here is our final finished croissant cat rug, and the back is already glued on with the anti-slip mat. I think this looks so cute. Even though this may not look like the most professional rug, I think it is so cute for my first try, and I think this will make a great bath mat. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tufting vlog. Even though this is a bit different from my usual small business content, I still hope you had a really good time because I definitely did. And if you want to try out tufting as well, check out the links in my description and use the discount code for 16% off when you purchase Claw Lab's tufting kit. Yeah, thank you so much to Claw Lab again for sending me the H1 Tufting Gun and tufting kit. Everything was super high quality, was easy to use, and I had a great time with it. And now I'm going to enjoy my little croissant rug with me in my home. Thank you so much. This was so fun. If you love to watch more art vlogs, more small business content, or just follow my art journey, feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel. Your support really means the world to me. And yeah, as always, have a great rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next video.